Stephen Hawking, The Illustrated, A Brief History of Time, the Universe in a Nutshell. The Illustrated, A Brief History of Time. Let's start with the foreword. I didn't write the foreword in the original edition of A Brief History of Time. That was done by Carl Sagan. Instead, I wrote a short piece titled Acknowledgements, in which I was advised to thank everyone. Some of the foundations that had given me support weren't too pleased to have been mentioned, however, because it led to a great increase in applications. I don't think anyone in my publishers, my agent, or myself expected the book to do anything like as well as it did. It was in the London Sunday Times bestseller list for 237 weeks, longer than any other book. Apparently, the Bible and Shakespeare aren't counted. It has been translated into something like 14 languages and has been sold to about one copy for every 750 men, women, and children in the world. As Nathan Myhrvold of Microsoft, a former postdoc of mine, remarked, I have sold more books on physics than Madonna has on sex. The success of A Brief History of Time indicates that there is a widespread interest in the big questions, like, where did we come from? Why is the universe the way it is? However, I know that many people have found parts of the book difficult to follow. The aim in this new edition is to make it easier by including large numbers of illustrations. Even if you only look at the pictures and their captions, you should get some ideas of what's going on. I have taken the opportunity to update the book and include new theoretical and observational results obtained since the book was first published on April Fool's Day 1988. I have included a new chapter on wormholes and time travel. Einstein's general theory of relativity seems to offer the possibilities that we could create and maintain wormholes, little tubes that connect different regions of space-time. If so, we might be able to use them for rapid travel around the galaxy or travel back in time, of course. We have not seen anyone from the future. Or have we? But I discuss a possible explanation for this. I also describe the progress that has been made recently in funding dualities or correspondencies between apparently different theories of physics. These correspondencies are a strong indication that there is a complete, unified theory of physics, but they also suggest that it may not be possible to express this theory in a single fundamental formulation. Instead, we may have to use different reflections of the underlying theory in different situations. It might be like our being unable to represent the surface of Earth on a single map and having to use different maps in different regions. This would be a revolution in our view of the unified creation of the laws of science, but it would not change the most important point, that the universe is governed by a set of rational laws that we can discover and understand. On the observational side, by far the most important development has been made. The measurement of fluctuations in the cosmic microwave background radiation by COBE, the Cosmic Background Explorer satellite, and other collaborations. These fluctuations are the fingerprints of creation, tiny initial irregularities in the otherwise smooth and uniform early universe that later grew into galaxies, stars, and all the other structures we see around us. They form agrees with the predictions and the proposals that the universe has no boundaries or edges in the imaginary time direction, but further observations will be necessary to distinguish this proposal from other possible explanations for the fluctuations in the background. However, within a few years, we should know whether we can believe that we live in a universe that is completely self-contained, without beginning or end. Stephen Hawking, Cambridge, May 1996.